everybody. Happy Friday night. Welcome to Music Forward Open Mic Friday. We are so excited that you have chosen to spend your Friday evening, or at least a portion of it, with us. I know you hear the music playing in the background. This song is called Autumn Leaves by Cam, Philip Wolf, and Zhao. The vibes are always impeccable, right? Great vibes on Music Forward Open Mic Fridays. So that is what you're listening to right now. We are going to get into some amazing talent tonight. Before we get started, do me a favor, right out the top, share this link. Share it with a few people. Share it with 1 or 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let them know this is where they need to be for the next hour. We're going to get into some new talent. Who doesn't like hearing new music, fresh talent? So send the link right now. I'm gonna give you a second. Go ahead, share it. Let somebody know today that this is where they need to be. Put it on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, wherever you social media. Blast this link out because tonight's going to be an incredible night. My name is Lydia Caesar. I am your hostess for the night. I am a singer, I'm a songwriter, and I am also your hostess with the mostest for Open Mic Friday. And I'm so excited to be back. We do this every other week, so make sure that you tap in with us. All right, so let us talk a little bit about Music Forward and Open Mic Fridays. I'm assuming somebody who's performing tonight sent you the link and said, watch, and you said, okay. But you might not know exactly what you signed up for. I'm about to let you know. What is Music Forward? Music Forward connects young people from our communities directly to the music industry via career and artist development programming designed to transform young lives, inspire careers, and champion a more inclusive music industry. If you know anything about the music industry, it is a tough nut to crack. So basically, this is the artist, this is the industry, this is Music Forward. Literally the bridge, which is so important. What is Open Mic Friday? It's not your average open mic where anybody can just come in and get on the mic, right? We vetted these artists, so we know they're really good. And it's a performance showcase where young artists get to share their talent, gain exposure, right? You guys are watching. And the great part about Open Mic Fridays is that these artists get live feedback directly from industry experts with successful careers in music. We all know how we can't stand hearing somebody tell you what to do and they've never done it. It's like, are you kidding me? How do you know? This is not that. Okay, these are industry experts who you're going to get to meet, and they're going to give direct feedback to each artist after they perform. So let's get into the lineup of our showcase tonight. First of all, we're going to need you guys to tune in and help us, right? From tonight's lineup, we're going to be inviting back 2 special performers for our finals showcase in April. One will be the artist with the most fans in the audience, so that's where you guys come into play. So make sure you participate in our poll taking place at the end of today's open mic on our Instagram page at Music Forward, and show love to your favorite. So our 2 industry guests from tonight will also be selecting an artist who's going to be invited back to perform in the showcase in April. So let them know under the post about this show who you think that they should have come back. Each of the artists that get to participate in the April showcase are also going to receive a pro microphone from Sennheiser, like one of the leading companies for professional audio. Like, I want a Sennheiser mic. I would love to win one of those. So I know that these other artists do too. So show them love, because you never know, your artist, the one you're here to support, may be one of the ones that's invited back. And then on Monday, you're going to keep an eye out on our Instagram page at Music Forward to see who was chosen. So before we get into these phenomenal performances, let us meet our industry guests. Industry guests, please turn on your cameras. As they're coming in, I'm going to tell you a little bit about them. Dior, welcome, Queen. Let me tell the audience, because your bio was fire. Thank you. So Dior Ashley Brown is a woman on a mission. Known for her broad range of creative roles, including community builder, humanitarian, activist, entrepreneur, and musician, she is a seasoned, respected member of the DC creative scene and beyond, committed to empowering all people, especially Black women and girls. Okay, and it's Women's History Month. I love it. And leaving a legacy of positive change. Dubbed the hip hop polymath by the Washington Post, Dior knows how to create impact. She is founder of the DC Summit, a premier music conference and exchange hub featuring industry leaders, artists, influencers, and high profile brand sponsors who joined forces to help grow the music industry in the nation's capital. Dior, welcome.
Thank you for having me. Thank you. I'm so excited.
We are excited to have you. You are you wear so many hats. And so I want to lead off by asking you, how do you delegate all of your different tasks without feeling overwhelmed?
It's hard not to feel overwhelmed.
Right.
Usually when you're a humanitarian, you're coming in trying to save the world.
Right.
And I had to learn the hard way. So I was, I did a lot of these things early in my career. And then I started really focusing on centering and prioritizing what meant most to me. And I think artists do need to submerge in their art, submerge in their passion, submerge in their desires. And then you'll learn, you'll get that life lesson that'll, tap you on the shoulder like, oh, a little bit, pull back a little bit, pull back here and there. And so pulling back and understanding really where my heart center is and what I can really bring to this world has been through, going through all those slashes that I embrace.
Yeah. So. I love that. Your heart center, that's really important, to be able to prioritize. Like that's a lesson that if artists can learn that early, it'll take them so far in their career. Yeah.
You can say it more right. Thank you. Thank you for having me. I'm so excited about the artists.
Yes, Dior. Oh, amazing. Okay, so let me introduce our next industry guest, Justin Amord, bassist from Love and a 38. Justin Amord is a music education advocate and the bassist for the bands Love and a 38 and The Pride. Receiving his first sponsorship in 2006, Justin has been playing in bands and touring for over 10 years. Since joining Love and a 38, he's shared the stage with bands such as Rival Sons, Marilyn Manson, Bad Religion, Black Label Society, and Motley Crue. Justin is currently sponsored by Fender Guitars, Taylor Guitars, GHS Strings, and more. Justin, very impressive. Welcome.
It's good to be back. Thank you.
Yeah, I love when we get to have another artist on, just because I think that's like really important for like a seasoned, established artist to be able to give feedback. What would you say your number one piece of advice it is for somebody coming up when it comes to touring?
Be smart about it. Don't just take a tour because it's offered. You gotta, there's paying your dues and then there's being dumb. It is a fine line. It's a fine line between being dumb and, building your way to the top.
Okay. So elaborate a tiny bit. So there's paying your dues and there's being dumb, right? So don't just take pennies. Don't just take anything that's offered to you. Like what are you saying exactly?
Yeah, be smart about it. Love and 38, even before I was in the band, back in like the early days, like when they were just getting off of MySpace, they would never do the pay to play, which is a bad sickness in our industry.
It is an illness. It is an illness. Yeah.
So since day one, they've never accepted a pay to play offer, and to this day we still haven't. So staying true to your craft, valuing your own work, your identity, and just sticking to it.
Yeah. I love that. That'll help open up the right doors. Not every door is the right door. So super, that's amazing. So I'm excited to get, pick your brains a little bit more. We're going to see you guys all throughout the program tonight. We're so excited. Thank you for being with us once again. Let's get into these artists performing, right? Let's do it.
Yeah.
You guys may now turn off your cameras. We'll see you back soon. All right, you guys. So we are about to get this show on the road. First, I want to remind you that tonight the chat is open on Twitch. So make sure that you show love to these performers. Also, let us know where you're joining from. You never know how far a good word of encouragement can go. This industry can be really tough. So keep your comments positive and really show love to whoever is performing. Let us get the night started. Are you ready? If you're ready, say, yeah. I can kind of hear y'all. Even though it's virtual, I can feel the energy. I love it. Let us get our first artist out here. Coming to the virtual stage, we have Liddy. Come on in. Let me tell the audience about you. Singer-songwriter Liddy has been meditatively working on her craft for as long as she remembers. The Nashville-based R&B artist discovered just what she could do with her soulful and soothingly deep voice after enrolling in voice lessons as a high schooler. After being classically trained at Belmont University, Liddy honed in on a unique, rich sound that's entirely her own. Her memorable, moving voice carries you through her first single, Recklessly, which peers into her thoughtfulness and dating experiences as a 20-something-year-old. On March 11th, she will be releasing her second single, Wow, a song that encapsulates the feelings of falling in love, a hopeless romantic's anthem. As Liddy makes waves in Nashville's fastly growing R&B scene and beyond, stay tuned for what's coming from the fresh singer-songwriter. Welcome, Liddy.
Hello.
So I'm super excited about you because we share a name, Lydia, which means you're automatically fabulous. I love that your bio says you have like a deeper, rich voice, which I do too. So we're just like,
Love a little alto, little mental support.
don't sleep on that. Don't sleep on that.
Richness.
Yes. So we're excited to have you. I heard you in Soundcheck yesterday, and the audience is really in for a treat. Tell them about what you're going to be performing tonight.
Yeah, so I'm performing my first single, which I released in October, called Recklessly. About a guy I met at a pool party, found out he had a girlfriend from a friend. And I was like, you know what? He kind of moves recklessly. Like, why is a taken man talking to a single female? So this is what I wish I would have told him. Yes, I wrote this song. I was like, if I could see him again, this is what I would say to him. So this is what Recklessly is about.
Love it. You guys are in for a treat. Without further ado, Liddy, take it away.
You had me for a second, almost in your possession. Your game was kind of flexing. Can't lie to you, but it was tempting. But why, oh, why this happens all the time? You know different with yourself. Eyes. So explain to me how you talking to me, saying that we could be. How your girl at home probably now has to sleep. I know when you moving recklessly. Explain to me how you think you can get a chance with me. 1, 2, 3, with a days, yeah, you can G. 'Cause you're moving so recklessly. You got the gift of selling it. Got people under buying it. Boys like you, I don't need. Didn't study, so I didn't have to wait. Yeah. You run around so pressed, looking like a fool. One's not enough, so you want more trying to get through. You can have that if you want that. Gotta check the dues. It's that ain't right. It ain't that type of vibe. So why, oh, why this happens all the time? Yeah, yeah, you know different with yourself. explain to me how you talking to me, saying that we could be. Why you good at home, but now fast asleep. I know when you move and recklessly. Explain to me how you think you can get a chance with me. One too deep of a try, say you can dream. Cause you're moving so recklessly. But why, oh why, this happens all the time. Oh, no different with your selfish lies. So explain to me how you talking to me, saying that we could be. Why you're good at home, probably fast asleep. I know that you're moving around. Just leave. Explain to me how you think you can get a chance with me. What the thing about chance you can dream? Cause you're moving so right. Oh, oh, I so recklessly.
Queen, yes! That voice, oh my God, it's so sultry and soulful. And I love that, you know, that you play and sing. That's hard. A lot of artists can't do that. So you are already winning. Let's call our industry guests in to get their feedback. Industry guests, you may now turn on your cameras. What a great performance we just had. Dior, let us start with you. Give Liddy some feedback.
Absolutely. First, awesome performance. Love the song. It's so relatable. I
Right.
think we all know that space, you know, where we've got our heart broken in some way or another, or challenged in love. So I really love how connecting the song was. I also appreciated your tone. It's a very rare tone right now. I feel like there's a lot more higher registers pushed forward in the industry, and yours is so unique. And I love that depth, that deep, soulful sound. So I really appreciated that.
Yes. Thank you, Dior. All right, Justin, some feedback, any advice, whatever you'd like to say.
So I'm going to double down on everything Dior just said. Fantastic voice. I loved it. The lyrical content, obviously, like when you can sing about stuff, you know, like that honesty and vulnerability really came through. It was really great. What I especially loved musically, because I'm primarily musician as opposed to singer or lyricist, those chord steps in the middle were just chef's kiss. I love that.
Yay.
I love that dynamic that it kind of just broke up the song and just like really doubled down on that part. So good job on your dynamics. The chord phrasing I thought was really good as well.
Fire. Yeah. I thought it was great. And you have a single coming out in what, next week?
Next Friday, yeah.
Yeah. So tell us about, yeah. So tell us about Wow.
Yeah, Wow is kind of a song I wrote one morning just for like fun, if I'm being honest. I was just going through a phase where I was like, I'm gonna write in the mornings to get it out of my system.
Mm-hmm.
And it was just kind of me daydreaming about falling in love. Mm-hmm. And I think I also wanted to write about, you know, the fear that comes with it, but also the excitement. Finding that person that makes you just go, wow, you know.
Yeah.
As the song says, wow, you know.
Listen, the like infatuation stage is something that I say like right. Mm-hmm. When you're in that stage, right. You know, because that inspiration is is there.
Right.
Might as well like soak it all in and use it. It's going to help you make beautiful music. So we're all looking out for Wow coming out on the 11th. If you're in the audience watching and you came to see Liddy, it is your turn to do your part. So head over to Instagram right now. Show her so much love in our poll. Make sure you drop some comments underneath the flyer for this show, so that she's one of the artists that comes back in April. Liddy, thank you.
Thank you.
What a great performance. And we will see you soon. You may now turn off your camera. All right. So let me jump into some questions. Industry guests, don't go anywhere. Come back, come back, come back. Don't leave. Don't leave till I tell you. Okay.
Okay.
Listen, I was an industry guest before this, and I did the same thing. After they told me not to, I was like, boom, time to go. So
I had one job.
I know. It's all good. It's all good. So this round, my question is going to be for Dior, and I'll catch you on the flip side next time, Justin, but still stick around, stay right here. So Dior, my first question is, what do you think are the best ways that an artist can stand out? It's so saturated and there's so many artists. What can artists do to like be eye-catching?
You do have to trust your fire. You have to trust your fire, and you need to really live in the gift that you have, your uniqueness. I think honestly, when you pay attention too much of the trend and too much of what's coming at you via Instagram, media, whatever, to be like someone else will make you that copy, you know. But I think if you live in your art, in your space, in the world that you're creating, you will develop an authentic person within yourself. Whatever your brand is, you will find your authenticity. So you have to stay true to yourself. You have to.
Oh, and I love that you said trust your fire. You know,
Oh, yeah.
an artist, though, this is like a self-reflecting moment because you need to know what your fire is.
Mm-hmm.
That's important. That's
Yeah.
so,
Yeah.
that's so important. And a lot of times artists are busy trying to chase the trends, like you said, that they don't even necessarily know their authentic self. And that's the thing that's going to get them where they need to be.
But the trend is looking for you, you know, it's looking for you to revive them, to bring life, to bring, you know, so trust what you are built here to bring to this world.
That's great. Justin, do you agree with that?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Awesome.
All right, you guys, now you may turn off your cameras. We'll see you after the next artist.
Awesome.
All right, you guys, moving right along. Coming to the virtual stage, we have Sam Herrera. Come on in, Sam. Let me tell the audience about you. Sam Herrera is a 20-year-old singer-songwriter born and raised in Monterrey, Mexico. She just moved to Chicago to live the dream of a musician in a big city and immerse herself into the city's music scene. Her music shows influence from Mexican popular music, seen through an essence of raw passion about the good and the not so good aspects of life without. Yet, she grew up in an environment highly influenced by the US culture. Seen in her music's darker rock sound combined with the sweetness of pop and folk. She wishes to get her music out into the world through a debut album that shares her roots, but also her story of never-ending growth as an artist and as a human. Sam, welcome. Look at you and your background. Everything just looks so beautiful.
Thank you.
To match that gorgeous voice that I fell in love with yesterday. So tell the audience about what you're going to be performing tonight.
So I'm gonna be performing a song. Well, as you said, Lydia, I'm from Mexico, so it's a song in Spanish. This song has a little like historical, social backstory to it. It's a story that's kind of based in the Mexican Revolution, and it's about this really long relationship of like decades that just like ends because this person will, the woman singing, she realizes that she's not happy, she's being abused, cheated, so she hits like these breaking points also because of like expectations of like being the perfect wife. So yeah, this is kind of her like spiteful, bitter song that she's singing.
Juicy.
And there's also this like reference to a Mexican symbol that's La Catrina, which is this like skeleton, very elegant lady that represents death.
Okay.
So she sings, well, the lyric in English is basically, I'm not her, like La Catrina, to judge you, but I can take you with her. So that's kind
Okay.
of her revenge to him.
Wow, this is so cool. I had no idea what you were singing about. And now it's like this
Yeah,
whole story.
it's
I
kind of
love it.
deep. It's kind of
It's
scary.
right. It's very deep and dramatic. I'm loving it though. Okay, well, listen. I know the audience is like, let's hear it. So, Sam Herrera, take it away.
Hoy que admiro lo que somos y la tierra que hemos cultivado, no queda nada más que el polvo soplado de un suspiro. Te regalé mi vida para que nunca te faltara compañía. Ahora veo que mi dolor fue todo en vano. Me traicionaste con el corazón en la mano. Pero nunca jamás olvidarás lo que pasé. En tu piel marcado siempre lo traerás. Y aunque trates de huir, siempre te va a alcanzar. Por atreverte hoy y siempre pagarás. Yo no soy la flaca para juzgarte, pero con ella te puedo yo llevar. Si un día el sol pierde su brillo, tú recuerda que la culpa no está en mí. Y si un día te quedas en el olvido, ya sabré que está bien merecido. Ahora no tengo más que pesares. Te di todo con tal de curarte tus males. Ahora veo que mi dolor fue todo en vano. Me traicionaste con el corazón en la mano. Pero nunca jamás olvidarás lo que pasé. Tu piel marcada siempre lo traerás. Y aunque trates de huir, siempre te va a alcanzar. Por atreverte hoy y siempre recordarás esos ojitos de niña, te los llevaste a la luna, a tenerlos encerrados, ahogados en tus engaños. No sé cómo puedes, cómo no te duele, pero ya no más, hoy te toca a ti callar. No soy la flaca para juzgarte, con ella te puedo yo llevar. Yo no soy la flaca para juzgarte, pero con ella te puedo yo llevar.
Sam, that was like, I had like chills. Like, I just loved your intensity and like the passion behind that performance. Like, job
Thank
well
you.
done. So, so good. Let us get our industry guests in here. Industry guests, you may now turn on your cameras. Hello, hello, Dior.
Hello.
Sam, some feedback. What did you think?
Oh, absolutely. I was so excited to actually hear all of that description of the story in the song, actually in the song. Like the variations, the textures in your voice,
Yeah.
your enunciation, where you revved in the guitar. Excuse me, I don't know what that's called. I'm gonna let the musicians speak on that. But I really heard all that in the song and in your voice, and another rich sounding voice. I'm like, yes, yes, Future, come on, let's bring that depth. I need the Lauryn Hills and things back.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So I really loved it. I really loved it, and yeah.
It's amazing how you can kind of like feel the story, even though like you don't know what she's saying, but you can feel it through the
Yes.
passion of the performance. So that was amazing. All right, Justin.
Oh,
Oh, Justin, your mic is on. I mean, your mic is muted.
There we go. Okay, so I'm going to compliment what Dior said and do the whole musician singer thing. First off, I am like the biggest sucker for a nylon string finger plate guitar. Love that so much. So like already great. The one thing I wanted to say that I picked up on that was really, really cool and I really loved was I love that in the verses, the guitar had like way much of a Latin and Spanish flavor. And then when it came into the chorus, this is where Dior was going with it. The guitar became a lot more mainstream pop, accessible, and just kind of like a 3-chord simple type of thing. So I love that balance and blending of your culture in the verse and just like really driving into that, and then bring it into something a little bit more mainstream in the choruses. I thought that was fantastic.
Thank you.
Yeah. So is that like a song that a lot of people know in Mexico, or is that a song you wrote that? Oh no, your mic is gone out. Can y'all hear her?
mm-mm.
Okay. Where'd you go? No.
Oh, hello.
There you are. There you
There
are.
we
There
go.
you are.
Okay. Yeah, I was saying it's a song I wrote.
Whoa, that's crazy. I don't know why I thought it was like a song that like a lot of Mexicans knew like from history or something. So you wrote that. So is it recorded on an album or something, or
No, not yet. I'm
not
planning on
yet?
releasing it sometime, but
Girl, you are deep. Okay. Like, I don't know if it's just me. I thought it was like a Mexican heritage story.
I was just about to say, it sounds like a traditional song that can keep going, like, and it
I'm
can
telling you,
in that legacy. That's awesome.
what
Yeah.
a talent
Thank
you
you.
have.
Great
Amazing.
job.
Phenomenal. All right. Well, if you are in the audience and you came to see Sam, it is your turn to do your job. Head over to @musicforward and vote. Show her love in our poll. Let us know in the post comments that you think Sam should be the one to come back. Sam, thank you so much for being here and for your amazing talent. You may now turn off your camera. Wow, that was great. I wasn't ready.
I love that. That was great.
So
Oh,
cool.
all right. So, Justin, my question for you this round is, what is the number one thing that an artist should know before entering the music industry?
Is a lot, however hard you think it is, it's a lot harder.
Woo! You better say that.
So, you really gotta love what you do to break through and start getting some traction.
For sure. I agree with that. That's such good advice, because you really have to be in it for the long haul, or else you're going to find yourself, there's a lot of times where there's no applause and you're working hard.
Yeah.
So if you're in it for all the claps, you're not going to make it, because
Crickets.
right. I mean, there's going to be a lot of applause. Yes. But there's also going to be a lot of silence.
I've definitely been on shows that, the crowd was either very hard to win over or just never got there because of, whatever the case may be, whether it was just like the lineup or just, personal preferences. So like, you gotta, even when like the room is quiet, like you still gotta be putting like 100% on that stage and just laying it out there.
Justin
He ain't never lied, right? He ain't never lied. That is a fact. That is a fact. So I hope all the artists that are here tonight and anyone who's tuned in just taking notes, because those are some real gems. All right, you guys, thank you so much. You two may both turn off your cameras. We'll see you back here soon. Moving right along, we have another phenomenal artist that is going to come to the stage. You guys are going to be blown away. So Chithra, come on in. Let me tell you guys about this next artist. Chithra is a 22-year-old Los Angeles-based singer, songwriter, and multi-instrumentalist who exercises the power of storytelling through metaphor in music. Love a good storyteller. Having grown up in the Bay Area as an Indian American, she was classically trained on the violin and viola, but vocally explored different genres and styles of music, from jazz to Southern Indian classical to popular music. She is currently working to release her second single, Party Favor, which she is performing tonight. Chithra, welcome.
Thank you.
So excited to hear you once again. So tell us about Party Favor. Love the title of your song.
Thank you. I wrote it last August, and I feel like the meaning of the song has evolved over time, which I think is one of the most exciting things about writing a song. I think in the moment it was more like a expression of how I was feeling, like post, like things were opening back up again, like we could go out to bars, we could go out places, and I felt like I was like able to be that person I was pre-COVID of just like being freer and going out.
Yeah.
Changed into what I think of as my alter ego.
I
Someone
love it.
really just like goes out, doesn't care, is gonna flirt with whoever, does whatever she wants. And it's like interesting because it's like a mirrored image of who I am on a day-to-day. So I feel like, yeah, I'm very excited to release a project that's different than what I usually do. Lyrically.
Yeah, you're like an evolution. I love it. And now this is like your Sasha Fierce moment.
Exactly.
I love it. Oh, I'm excited. All right. Well, without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, Chithra, take it away.
Herrera's got a crush, don't know if I'll be enough to take up all your time. Run your mouth so I'll run mine. Talk fast, think slow, better run right through my soul and make this worth my mind. Got stuff to write in your part-time lover. Can't spend my cash on just another momentary mistake. So sink me or leave me, or just an inspiration on me. But don't think there will be something that they write about in movie scenes. I just came to fill my lungs and leave, but not alone, 'cause what's a party if I don't get a favor? And trust me when I kiss her, say I'll never tell. I like to lie and write songs to sell, but you can't find on love and left as a party favor. So I'll savor you, favor you, savor you. Quick touch makes me blush. You're a vice I like to crush, and don't waste any time trying to be my sweetest wine. I'll talk, you move, just don't try to make me just came to fill my lungs and leave, but not alone, cause what's a party if I don't get a favor? And trust me when I kiss and say I'll never tell. I like to lie and write songs to sell about how you came to find love and left as a party favor. So I'll savor you, favor you, savor you.
Yes, we couldn't miss that whole performance because, girl, you are everything. That voice, like everything for real. Like, I'm literally a whole entire fan. Let us call our industry guests in so they can give you some feedback. Dior, let's start with you.
Oh my goodness. I love the range. Your fearless runs, like they captivate me. They're so unique. And I see the lights, like I see the purples and reds on you. I mean, yeah. Oh, I love the vibe. I love the vibe. Yeah.
Justin?
Yeah, I was gonna say the same thing. The dynamics, the range, the control. It's years past you.
Right. It is. It is.
Right there. Yes.
Yeah, how you use your head voice and your chest, that blend is hard. That's like, I do vocal lessons too sometimes, and it's a really something that a lot of artists come in wanting to know like how to do it. And I can help navigate them to that place, but you just eat that. Like it's just very natural. And that's, your vocal control is amazing. You're a phenomenal vocalist and obviously a great songwriter too. Yeah, I would say congratulations on a great performance. So if you're in the audience and you came to see Chitra, it is your turn to do your job. Head over to @musicforward on Instagram. Show her love in our poll so that she can come back in April. Chitra, thank you so much. We made it. We made it through.
We did.
All right, you can turn up your camera. So let's move on to our next performer, who is Elijah the Great. Elijah, come on in, Elijah. All right. I was like, is this my computer? But you're here, so we're good. All right, let me tell the audience about you, Elijah. Elijah the Great is a 20-year-old hip hop and alternative recording artist from the South Side of Chicago. We got a lot of people in Chicago in here today. He started making music at the age of 14 when he wrote his first song, We the Best, and has gone on to perform at several events/venues throughout the city, including recently headlining the After Party. His latest EP, titled Perseverance, draws inspiration from the likes of other recording artists such as Tupac, Kendrick Lamar and Kid Cudi. And he cites the autobiography of basketball star Derrick Rose titled I'll Show You as a motivator to use his story to inspire others to continue to pursue their dreams through all the trials and tribulations of life. Elijah, welcome.
Thank you for having me. Thank you.
Yeah, we are so excited for this performance tonight. Tell us about what you're going to be performing.
So the song that I'm going to be performing is called In This Life. It's a song off my EP, Perseverance. And it's in dedication to the people that are no longer here with me that have paved the way for me to be not only the individual that I am today, but also the artist that I am today. And the song itself is about the idea of not letting the trials and tribulations of my life stop me from becoming the greatest person that I could be in my own life.
Elijah the Great, baby. I love it. You got to speak those affirmations over your own life. All right. So without further ado, Elijah the Great, take it away.
Perseverance is defined as persistence in doing something despite difficulty or delay in achieving success. I look at perseverance as the answer to the pain of society, and I define it as the true test of a person's strength. I travel distant lands, cross oceans formed through greater hands. To learn the grandest plans takes pieces the size of the grains of sand to come together, though never perfect, just long enough to stave off stormy weathers in hopes one day we will make something better. Cause life could be a chapter book comprised of open letters, unknown authors and distant fathers fill pages of regardless. To say I came a long way means to me keep going farther. Believed in myself so much, won't leave my dreams at the altar. I know I gotta keep pushing through all the water and land separating me and you. Just keep in mind that we will make it soon. I put my trust in your power so I will never lose. I believe my dreams are coming true. In this life, I know we one day will make it through. So many restless nights I sunk my soul into my passion. Never once linking with my goals, we'd only meet in passing. Somebody just say I succeeded, depends on who you asking. But they ain't never walked the miles I ran, they ventured past it. My life's nothing like I imagined, couldn't predict what would happen. Between the moments pops first dipped and made me feel abandoned. But judging from the way it panned out, you'd have thought I planned it. So let me give you these lessons, here's to you your advantage. It's for the kids with no prominent father figures with them. Feeling like the world will be better if we forget them. Don't let the absentee lead you to a catastrophe. Actually pile up the pain that you gained and make it a masterpiece. The world's your oyster, you're poised to persevere through the process. And pain's the distant relative of what we know is progress. Let up, they'll pick your pockets. Love life like there's no options. Call the plays in the field cause you in control of the offense. I know I gotta keep pushing through all the water and land separating me and you. Just keep in mind that we will make it soon. I put my trust in that power so I will never lose. I believe my dreams are coming true. In this life, I know we one day will make it through. Heard from my grandfather, said that I'll guide you and that you will make it. And one day you'll prosper. That's what I told him. So please tell Miss Robinson and good old Reverend Martin and tell Auntie Yoki that I hope to make you proud. Thank you for always believing and giving me this platform. Know I've been blessed with the best of angels I never asked for. They always saw the true greatness, so I adapted that for them. If I can't thank them in person, then I'ma spit this rap for you. I put my spirit in these lyrics when I write alone that might belong within your mind in hopes you find the lights of home. If you never see I gained it all, then gave my all. You can't involve what's yours with mine. With times I've shined past lines to make my own. So the hell is failure. I don't fear it. Seen every barrier, then I cleared it. With this error comes the purest spirits reach to those who hear this. Instead of dreams to where the cure is ever present in the children. That the art of perseverance safe to start with more coherence. Tell my sister the ceiling was always meant for breaking. And tell my lover everything we want is for the taking. And dear mama, I promise there'll be an end to aching. Your boy's the greatest, best believe I'ma make it. In this life. Anyone that this message may reach, especially to the youth, it's okay to not be okay. It's okay to be yourself. It's okay to show emotions. As long as you are alive, you will not be powerless.
Yes, Elijah's that's a whole, you just gave a whole performance, like with the intro, the outro. I love that you're talking about something, using your voice to like really spread a positive message, something thought-provoking. Amazing. Let's call our industry guests in. All right. Justin, let's start with you this time, just to shake things up a bit.
Sure. Great work, man. It was really good. I liked how at the beginning, like the instrumentals gave it this like really type of slow vibe, and then like the percussion came in, and like all of a sudden, like I thought it was like this certain type of like groove, and then all of a sudden the percussion came in. I was like, oh, this is a little bit different. Really good orchestration there. And also just, you know, I think we can all use a little bit more positivity and unification in this world. So good on you for having that message, having that outlook, and using your voice and your platform to send that out.
Love it. I agree. All right, Dior.
Yeah, definitely echoing what Justin said here. I love your name. I love Elijah the Great.
Yes.
That name is going to challenge you, and you're going to keep being great. And I love how you're claiming it. That is beautiful. So maintain that. I love that. I love, again, the positive, honest lyrics, the nice flow. I want you to live more in your production. I love your lyrics. I love your honesty. I want you to live more in your production. And when you're singing in those hooks, take your time, get into it, because your message is it's beautiful. It's touching. A lot of people need to hear it. Take your time and really, I mean, you're putting the energy in your flow and you're performing your flow, definitely, but live in it a little bit more so it touches even more. It hits us harder. And other than that, I echo everything that Justin said. Yeah.
Great. That was great feedback. And definitely to echo what Dior said, I love your name, and your performance really does like live up to it. You know it. You took time, and don't ever like lose that. Like how she said, it's going to challenge you. Like make sure that you make sure everything is, you know, your next project is greater than your last. And every day live with that mantra, and you'll never disappoint yourself. So great job. If you're in the audience and you were here to see Elijah the Great, it is your turn. Head over to Instagram and be great. Okay. Show him love in our poll. Drop comments under our, posts, and hopefully we'll see him back in April. Elijah, thank you so much.
Thank you for having me.
Phenomenal performance. Okay. So Dior and Justin, this was just phenomenal. I want to ask you one last question before we end, each of you. If you could give one word of advice, not one single word, but like one tip to any new artist just starting out, what would it be?
Yeah.
Dior, you go first.
I would say don't be afraid to invest in yourself.
Oh.
Yeah. Sometimes artists are not thinking about investing themselves. They may not get the products. And we're in a different time. We're in a time now where we're in the pandemic, and we've got to learn how to connect our equipment, our mics and things to these apparatus so that the sound is a lot more eloquent. This is going to be regular. It's not temporary. It's a part of it. And I'm connecting all the way from Washington, D.C. This is really important that, we advance our tools and think about things that could advance what we do. So don't be afraid to invest in yourself.
Yeah. And I love that you brought this up, because I've watched content go from like, it was already popping. It was probably like 90%, but now it's like 195% of what we do is about what we're putting on these social media platforms, and how do we sound and how do we look, you know? And so it can be an investment on that end of things. So I love that you said that, because this is not changing.
No.
We're forever going to be virtually somewhere, especially with the metaverse now. You can forget about it.
The heck is the metaverse?
Yeah. Okay. That's a whole nother topic.
Okay.
All right, Justin.
So I'm gonna build off of that and like invest your time and your effort, because no one's gonna hustle for you more than you. Yeah. So like, don't sign a sour deal just because you think like, oh, they're gonna get you there. There's no one that's gonna look out for you better than you can.
Man,
come on.
Listen, there's something that I say all the time. Nobody's coming to save you, because artists we have like an entitlement, especially if you're talented, we got this talent. We like, somebody needs to come discover me, baby, and that's not how it works. At least, and it maybe it used to, but it's really not like that anymore. You are your own savior. You have to make the moves, invest the time, invest the money. If you work a 9 to 5, your 9 to 5 should be funding your career. And
your 9 to 5 should be 9 to 9.
Hello, because when you get off of work, you got to put into your work for your second job.
Okay.
Yes, yeah, for sure. These are the things that's going to help sustain you as an artist and help your career to flourish. Justin, Dior, this has been amazing. We appreciate you guys for being with us and all the gems that you dropped on these new artists. And we're just grateful. You are Music Forward family forever.
So
All right.
awesome working with you. Thank you, Music Forward. Thank you.
Yes, ma'am. All right, you two may both turn off your cameras. Once again, my name is Lydia Caesar. I am your hostess with the mostest. You could follow me on Instagram at Miss Caesar. It is my pleasure to host Music Forward Open Mic Fridays. Thank you so much. Peace.